In the ancient lands of Canaan, where shepherds tended their flocks and families lived in close-knit communities, there was a young man named Joseph, the beloved son of Jacob. Joseph's story, as chronicled in the book of Genesis, stands as one of the most compelling narratives of second chances in biblical history. This story, rich with academic insight and dramatic flair, reveals that even when we stumble and face insurmountable odds, perseverance and faith in God can lead us to victory. Joseph was favored by his father Jacob, who gifted him a splendid coat of many colors, a symbol of his special status among his brothers. This favoritism, however, sowed seeds of jealousy and discord within his family. Joseph, perhaps naively, shared his dreams with his brothers, dreams that foretold his rise to prominence and their subservience to him. The envy that burned within his brothers' hearts led them to a heinous act. They plotted to rid themselves of this dreamer. One fateful day, as Joseph approached his brothers in the fields, they seized him, stripped him of his colorful coat, and cast him into an empty cistern. Their initial plan to kill him was thwarted by the intervention of Reuben, the eldest brother, who suggested they sell Joseph into slavery instead. Thus, Joseph was sold to a caravan to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver and taken to Egypt. In Egypt, Joseph's life took a drastic turn. He was sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh and captain of the guard. Despite his dire circumstances, Joseph did not succumb to despair. Instead, he held firmly to his faith in God. His diligence and integrity soon earned him favor in Potiphar's household, and he was placed in charge of all that Potiphar owned. However, Joseph's trials were far from over. Potiphar's wife, entranced by Joseph's handsome appearance and noble demeanor, sought to seduce him. Joseph, a man of godly character, rebuffed her advances, declaring, "How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?" Genesis 39:9. Spurned and humiliated, Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph of attempting to violate her, leading to his imprisonment. In the dark confines of an Egyptian prison, Joseph's faith did not waver. The Lord was with him, and he found favor in the sight of the prison keeper. Once again, Joseph's integrity and leadership shone through, and he was entrusted with the care of the other prisoners. It was here that Joseph's gift of dream interpretation brought him to the attention of Pharaoh. Pharaoh, troubled by perplexing dreams that none could interpret, summoned Joseph from the prison. With divine wisdom, Joseph revealed the meaning of Pharaoh's dreams. 7 years of abundance would be followed by 7 years of severe famine. He advised Pharaoh to store surplus grain during the plentiful years to prepare for the coming scarcity. Impressed by Joseph's insight and godly wisdom, Pharaoh appointed him as the second in command of Egypt, giving him authority over the land and the monumental task of saving the nation from famine. Joseph's ascent from the depths of a cistern and the darkness of a prison to the heights of power in Egypt is a dramatic testament to the power of perseverance and faith. His journey illustrates the biblical principle found in Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. The climax of Joseph's story brings full circle the theme of second chances and redemption. During the years of famine, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt seeking grain. They did not recognize him, but Joseph knew them. Instead of seeking revenge, Joseph tested their character, and seeing their remorse and transformation, revealed his identity. In a poignant moment of reconciliation, Joseph forgave his brothers, saying, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Genesis 50:20. Joseph's tale is a beacon of hope, demonstrating that failure and hardship are not the end of the story. His life exemplifies that with steadfast faith and unwavering perseverance, God can turn our trials into triumphs. Joseph's second chance was not merely a return to his former status, but an elevation to a position of influence and purpose far beyond his early dreams. This epic narrative underscores a profound truth. No matter how bleak our beginnings or how severe our trials, if we hold on to our faith and continue to trust in God's plan, we can overcome adversity and achieve greatness. Joseph's story encourages us to believe in second chances, to embrace the journey of growth and transformation, and to trust that God is always at work, weaving our lives into a tapestry of redemption and purpose. Joseph's life is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of faith. His journey from the pit to the palace reminds us that our failures are not final, and with God's guidance, our second chances can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Let us draw inspiration from Joseph's story, holding fast to our faith and pressing on, knowing that our perseverance will ultimately lead us to victory. This is a production of Lighthouse PP&T TV. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share.